What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Breeders' Cup Classic Top 10 Rankings. That's right. Every week on this little video we rank the current top 10 horses that are pointing towards the Breeders' Cup Classic. We've been doing it for a while now. We'll do it again this week. Now, this week, not much has changed. We had a lot of juvenile racing as far as the stakes go last weekend at Del Mar and Saratoga, and a lot of turf racing going on as well. So that obviously does not affect the classic rankings very much. But that being said, I still did it. I still think it's important to kind of look at the top 10, get an update on what all these horses are doing. This will be a little bit quicker video than what we've been doing, in the past weeks, but that'll heat back up again as we get back going. So let's go and let's put up the top 10 now. Like I said, Jared and I both vote in the Breeders' Cup Classic top 10 rankings. We do it for the Breeders' Cup. And then the conglomerate rankings, I think they're released like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not quite sure what day on that. But anyway, let's go on. So here's my top 10. Let's take a look. Number 10 is Cyberknife, winner of the Haskell Stakes. He's officially now in for the Travers, barring some kind of setback. So we'll get a chance to see Cyberknife against that top flight horse again. We'll see what he can do. Can he repeat it? Can he, get up there and win? And now he's all of a sudden a top 5 contender. Does he run poorly and he's way off the list? We're going to get a lot of answers there. Same with Charge It, the number 9 horse. Ton of answers with him coming. We'll see what happens with him as he points for the Travers Stakes. We know he's great going a mile or less. We have not seen that greatness. We've seen good race in the Florida Derby, but not a great race going longer. So, if he loses the Travers, doesn't run well, he'll fall off the list, but maybe he's 1 or 2 in the dirt mile. So we'll see on Charge It. We'll also see on Country Grammar. He's going to race against Flightline, have a matchup with Flightline in the Pacific Classic. That's going to tell us all we need to know about both those horses, I think. Both of them going a mile and a quarter. That's going to be quite the showdown. So keep an eye on that. Number 7 is Hot Rod Charlie. I think at this point we kind of know what he is. He's just going to hit the board in these big races. You're going to have a ton of respect for him. You're going to like him, but he just has trouble finishing the deal against the big-time horses. This number 6 horse is Olympiad. He is looking for redemption. We just heard, and we can give you an update on this one. He is pointing for the Jockey Club Gold Cup. Remember, that has been moved to Saratoga. Last year they moved it. It is still there this year. And it is closing, or not closing Saturday, but the last Saturday of the meet, the Jockey Club Gold Cup. So Olympiad will try Saratoga one more time. So we'll see him in a couple of weeks, and we'll see if he can, get back up on the list, or maybe if he loses again, drop out. And that's kind of hard to stomach, the way this horse has ran until that last race in the Whitney that just wasn't very good. Happy Favorite, number 5. Again, we know what he is. He's going to get up there and hit the board. He's a lot like Hot Rod Charlie. And oddly, well, maybe not oddly enough, in the Whitney Stakes, they ran 2-3, and they were right there at the end together. Number 4, American Revolution. I don't know. Is he going to run in the Jockey Club Gold Cup? Will he rematch with Olympiad? Can he beat him? Maybe the Charlestown Classic, that race is out there too. So we'll kind of see where he's at. He scratched out of the Whitney. Don't blame them there. I still think he's got a ton of ability. So I've got him at 4. Some people have kind of said, I think that's a little too high. We'll see. We'll see what happens on him. Number 3 is Epicenter, and his big race is ahead of him. Can he win the Travers? Can he get that massive victory on his resume? He's picked up a lot of really, really good wins. He doesn't have that huge one. He is second in the Derby, second in the Preakness. Did win the Jim Dandy. Now it's time for the Travers. We'll see if he can do it. He will be the favorite. And again, he'll go up or down depending on what happens. Number 2, Life is Good. Won the Whitney. We talked about that last week. Looked really good. And then obviously number 1, Flightline. And listen, the whole racing world's just kind of in a holding pattern. I don't think there's anybody out there that doesn't think he's the most talented horse. Can he get a mile and a quarter? And can he beat a horse like Country Grammar, who we know loves a mile and a quarter? Pacific Classic, that's going to be the race. It'll tell us a lot. This thing could look similar, I guess, if he wins, or it could look very different if he was to lose that race. So a lot to be determined in the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right, guys, that's it for this week for the Classic rankings. We'll be back next week as well. Yeah, I don't expect a ton to change, but doesn't matter. We'll still come back and we will update you on that. So, all right, guys, thank you everybody for watching this one, and we will be back next week with more Breeders' Cup Classic rankings.